Good morning mga Choy, good morning internet, good morning viewers, good morning Boners Ferry. Nag-drive na ako ng almost 2 hours papunta dito from Post Falls. Ang oras ngayon dito ay alas 8 Mountain Time, British Columbia Time. Now, titigil muna ako dito ng 1 hour para mag-join sa meeting briefing para sa Ice Road. Kasi kung tatakbo na ako from here all the way hanggang meron pang 29 minutes and mag-i-start na yung meeting sa phone, makikinig ka lang, and then wala na akong signal dun sa taas bago dumating ng Kings Gate, British Columbia. So hindi naman ako nagmamadali dahil Monday pa yung unloading dito sa Regina. So after an hour, after ng meeting, at least alam ko lang kung anong mga gusto lang i-add on doon sa 6 weeks na yun na biyahe sa Ice Road. Napin ko lang sa aking email kasi nagpadala sila. And ang daming email kong nare-receive from, kasi nag-apply ako mga Choy sa Canadian Armed Forces bilang sundalo. Canadian Armed Forces Pre-Employment Screening Forces. So pinapatapos na sa akin ang mga portal ko. You are required by Canadian Armed Forces to provide information for following purposes: pre-employment screening. Yeah. Anyway, bonjour Mark Anthony. Meron akong case number, case ID, Canadian Armed Forces for blah blah blah. Yeah. So meron akong option kung tatamarin ako sa tracking, meron akong pwedeng pasukan na babalik sa Armed Forces, pero dito sa Canada. Hindi ko pa tinapos, kulang pa ako ng certification of citizenship and yung aking tawag dito, aking certificate or yung sa aking college ng mga grades, no? Kulang pa eh. So dalawa na lang, I think dalawa na lang kulang ko. So anyway, join meeting. Sa cellphone, dapat dalawang cellphone eh. Where are you, my friend? Sulat yung meeting ID, Pasco C4 CA 7 D ID. What is the conference ID?
To continue in English, press 1. Pour le français, appuyez sur le 2. Welcome to the audio conferencing center. Please enter conference ID, followed by pound.
Paano ang mga... Dali lang. Join meeting now. Passcode. Ah, okay. There you go. Meron na. 811 828
Welcome to the audio conferencing center. Please enter a conference ID, followed by pound. If you're the meeting organizer, press star now. You are now joining the meeting. This meeting is being recorded and or transcribed. I believe that I know Brock and David and Danny are there. Is Jared there too, or no? Here. Okay, and James. Yeah, sorry, and James is there as well. So,
Marco is joining.
okay. Good morning. Sorry, we just got started, so we'll just keep moving along. Thank you to all of you drivers for all that you do and your important and the important important part of ice, like of making how we make Ice Road successful. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah. So on behalf of all of us at Human Trucking and Arctic Line, we just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for preparing to head on to the ice this season. These runs demand a level of skill, expertise, and resilience that not everyone possesses. The ice runs test even the most experienced drivers. You have constantly changing positions, the responsibility of hauling safely in one of the most challenging environments in our industry. What sounds most of your expertise is the sense of camaraderie you bring, whether it's sharing a laugh before a long shift or keeping each other's spirits up through tough conditions, and yes, even the occasional it reflects the strength of this team and the support that you give one another out there. We are proud of the work you do and proud to have you represent the line at Arctic West and deeply appreciate the dedication you bring to every mile. Thank you for your professionalism, commitment, and the strength you show every trip north. We are behind you all the way. That the Ice Road does open next Saturday, February 14th. The ice conditions are looking good. We anticipate to open at 89 centimeters, somewhere around there, so very close to full weight.
89 centimeters.
But John Toast moving loads to and from Lupin Mine this year.
Lupin Mine.
Will be the week of the 24th of March.
Ito yung hours of service kasi maubusan kami ng oras doon. Kailangan malaman namin kung kailangan namin mag-log out or continue yung aming driving hours kasi maubusan kami. So hayaan ko lang sila magsalita. Nakamute naman ako, hindi ako naririnig eh. So may mga rules na bago, yung camera naka-face, so meron akong facing camera na sa akin, meron din akong Litex. Pero ito yung aking third season sa Ice Road, so alam ko na yung gagawin doon, alam ko na yung at least may idea na ako. Speed, portage, santitigil, then yung mindset kasi mahaba yun, yung ice mahaba yun. papalo doon yung daydreaming na tinatawag. Daydreaming na parang nakatutok ka lang kasi sa ice, nakatutok ka lang, wala kang ibang makita kundi yung open area, puro puti. Then hindi mo alam na inaantok ka na pala, na sarado na yung diwa mo pero mulat yung mata mo. So yun ang tinatawag na daydreaming. So kailangan sa mga oras na yun, aware ka na may ginangat-ngat ka mga chicherya, basta may pinagkakaabalahan ka para hindi ka antukin yung alas 10 ng umaga and yung alas 2 ng hapon. Yun ang nakakaantok. Lalo na yung alis ka ng gabi sa Yellowknife papunta doon, alas 11, alas 12 ng madaling araw, nakakantok na siya. Kaya kailangan mindset talaga na, sabi nga nila kanina na para ma-recover, example, ma-ditch ka doon, mahulog ka doon sa bangin, it worth $75,000 para i-recover ka. Kaya mindset, tamang pahinga, coffee, spacing, speed, kailangan. Anyway, tapusan ko din tong yung conference meeting namin, then I'll get back to you guys. Natapos na yung aming meeting, so maraming key points na kailangan tandaan. So tinake down ko na lang then yung mga questions, kasi ang daming mga taga-opisina. So ipapalo off ko na lang yung mga ibang questions na gusto kong malaman, kasi meron kaming 105 hours in 7 days, so hindi siya 70 hours. So 105 in 7 days. After 105 hours kailangan mag-reset. So meron kaming 8 consecutive hours, midnight to midnight, 8 hours consecutive hours in 24 hours. So sa isang ikot ng 12 midnight hanggang 12 midnight, that's 24 hours. So kailangan meron kaming 8 hours na rest. So meron kaming biyahe sa Nunavut, sa Lupin, doon sa tuktok, pinakatuktok na. And Enterprise to mine, 105 hours applied. Enterprise to Yellowknife, not include 205 hours and 36 hours. And the important thing is no log out ng ilag. Ibig sabihin yung ilag namin hindi na namin pwedeng ilag out. Before kasi nalalag out namin, kaya tuloy-tuloy yung biyahe. But now stricto sila sa pag-monitor ng aming mga oras, lalo na sa mining. And then of course meron kaming camera facing forward, dalawa tong camera ko and isang Litex at saka yung personal ko na camera. So required na ng camera kasi sabi ko the last time merong nangyari na isang babae from other company, na-crack niya yung ice, tumuwad, masyado siyang gumilid sa ice, so yung gilid niya is soft, tumuwad yung truck na ganyan. Buti nakatalon siya. Then yeah, so gusto nilang malaman kung anong speed mo doon sa area. Kung example na aksidente ka or na snowbank ka, bumangga ka sa snowbank, nakatulog, gusto nilang makita, i-review yung camera kung ano yung speed mo at that time. So well, maraming mga nangyari the last few years sa mga ice road, kaya ngayon stricto sila, kailangan meron camera ang bawat truck. But anyway, meron akong 30 minutes para sa border ng Canada. Papasok na ako ngayon. I'll see you there. Work is here. Okay. Your license. I'm gonna grab my license.
Oh, okay. No, that's
Well,
fine.
for the information of the other drivers, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering. So,
Yeah. You got some question?
yes, sir.
If I miss the way station, like example, I just miss it. Do you need to turn around or
Yeah, you should turn around.
you're gonna catch me in the highway?
Depends on who's here, if you can get caught or not. So,
Yeah, but-
you should turn around. So, actually, if you're just for your information, if we got in the state of, actually all states have a 511, but specifically if you look on our state of Idaho, is 511.idaho.gov, and we do have a like on when you see the Truckers app, right? Like they'll see where it says trucker,
Yeah.
like a little truck. Because if you don't, it just brings up everybody's like travel information for the general public. But we specifically have a thing for the trucking community. When you hit the truck, it'll bring up. So you'll see like there'll be weigh stations. So you can actually know wherever your like weigh station is.
Yeah.
So that's really nice for you guys. So you're like,
How about the Trucker app? Is it working?
the Trucker app. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's
The Trucker app, right?
the 511 on there. Is that what you're talking about?
We have the apps like the Trucker app there. Is it,
I don't
is it
know.
accurate or
I've
what?
looked at those and I'm questioning those because some people. I mean, I've looked on them and they're like, I'm not gonna say I would do it, but you could like easily manipulate them pretty easy if you knew say your competition's going down the road, right, and you want to screw with them, you could literally hit the open and close.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes our people are.
Yeah, no, I'm just
they're
like,
joking. It's closed, but it's,
Yeah, no. I mean, I could do it and be like, oh, guys, I could put it open. I wouldn't do that because I'm not gonna. But
yeah.
but people could easily do that and be like, oh, we're not open. Then the guy that's illegal is gonna come through. But like, I'm like, whatever. That's not my thing. I mean, I'm gonna see what I see. But yeah, but if you're somebody that's like competition doesn't like you or whatever, it could be like kind of mess with you. Yeah. So I would be careful on that and like hitting Google. You know, people look for the regs and all that stuff online on Google. A lot of times they'll look at the general like of the states and stuff, all the states. Like I just had guys come in here and ask for questions what holidays are able for oversized loads, and you know President's Day is not one of those ones for the state of Idaho, right? But other states they might recognize President's Day as a major holiday where you can't haul an oversized load, right? But Google might say, hey, something different because they take all the states and they go, okay, you can't do it or you can do this. They don't specifically say. So you need to check each state's.
second question, like if example you're here and I'm gonna load there, just a few clicks there, and it's overweight. I need to weigh my truck. Am I allowed to weigh my truck here or no?
Unfortunately, these are enforcement scales, so no, we're not a CAT scale.
Because we don't have cat scale here in Buenos Aires.
No, we do not have one, unfortunately. I mean, there are a few. There's like there's down at the granary downtown. They'll if you're down there that you could get weighed, or if you're out by the mill you can get weighed. But if you come across here, I mean that's what I tell
You need a
guys.
permit.
If you just need to weigh a little. You know, if you think you're gonna want to get up to weight, maybe load a little. You know, load not full load. Make sure, okay, I'm not gonna be overweight, but load to this about. I mean, it sucks because it's gonna take you time. Load and then put some more on. You know, go back and be like, oh, I can still put on another pallet or two. You go back and get the other pallet or two, right? Your one flags are just not the 18 by 18.
Which one? The
front?
front?
The front there is getting a little small.
Oh.
So it's not that it's not something I would have a ticket for, but like I said, I just want to make sure that you're getting there. So if somebody runs into you and then you get inspection, I don't want you get a.
It should be the same as the back, right?
Yeah, the back's still a little war, but it's closer to the 18 by 18.
Okay, so
we're
gonna change.
That's what I'm saying. So when they start getting, the back's acceptable. It's still not not brand new, but it still would be acceptable.
Yeah.
The front one's just getting a little too skinny. You know,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So
we're just matching on the the bumper that we have.
yeah,
Because
but
it's with.
but that's 18 by. The reg
sure.
is
Yeah,
18
we're
by
gonna
18.
change it.
So
Yeah.
I wish they made them a little bit bigger, so that when they wear down, you got a little extra. They do make them the 18 by 18, and that's what it sucks. So how's your trip been?
So far, so good.
Good.
Last
Awesome.
trip here in US and be back in 2 months time.
Awesome.
So yung officer, tagal ko dun sa loob. Chinek lang niya yung mga paperworks. Kwentuhan kami. Pinatay ko na lang. Kwentuhan kami kasi about sa drone. Magaling siya makipagkwenta. Alam ko tuloy yung pangalan niya. Kwentuhan about sa drone. Tinuruan niya ako pag malakas yung hangin, anong gagawin. Basta maraming magaling siya makipag-usap. Basta magaling ka rin magtanong, magaling ka sa communication. Ayos siya kausap eh. Umabot din kami ng 30 minutes sa kwentuhan. Kwentuhan na lang ang nangyari dahil chinik lang niya yung aking mga paperworks. And then nagtanong siya. I don't know bakit na-open yung topic na drone. Then tinuruan niya ako ano yung mga gagawin pag masyadong malakas ang hangin. para makabalik ang drone ng safe. Magaling siya sa ano eh.
Turn right on US.
Hindi ka may intimidate sa kanya. So, alam ko ng pangalan niya. Tom and Jerry. So, na-distract tuloy siya sa kanyang trabaho dahil tinanong ko lang tinanong eh. Na, you know, pag ganito kasing mga mga situation na nasa skill ka, that's the time.
At the end of the street, turn right.
That's the time na pwede kang magtanong sa gusto mong itanong. Okay? Huwag kayong matakot sa skill na stricto sila. No? Magtanong ka lang. Magtanong ka. Gusto mong malaman about sa driving hours or mga basta anong gusto mong malaman sa pagdadrive mo. Kasi sila ang mas makakapagbigay sa'yo ng idea
Turn
about
right
sa
on
rules
US
sa highway.
95.
Kung may doubtful ka sa mga rest and brake or sa mga lag hours mo, huwag kang matakot magtanong. Okay? Dahil mas credible yan sila na tanungin mo kasi yung sagot nila mismo galing sa knowledge nila as law enforcement sa Amerika or sa Canada. Huwag kang yung nakikita nila na parang na-intimidate ka, na parang nininervyos ka sa no, punta ka doon, galing mo yung mga paperworks and basta kumpleto lang lahat.
Continue on US 95.
Alam mong ginawa mo yung tama, yung pre-trip mo. Huwag kang matatakot. Everything will be fine. And then, yun nga, magtanong ka sa kanila. Then, at least yung sagot galing mismo sa bibig nila, sa experience nila, at saka sa rules na alam nila na hindi natin alam. Okay? Ganun lang yun. Okay, bigyanin mo. Tanungin mo pangalan. The best way is tanungin mo, what's your name, sir? Shake hands, blah blah blah. Doon na magsisimula yung kwentuhan. Depende lang yung kung paano mo sila i-appreciate mo. Mga pulis at saka DOT. Kaya mas ganado ako pag once na pull over ako ng mga DOT, na pull over ako ng pulis kasi yun ang time na pwede ako magtanong sa kanila. Diba? Kagaya nung nangyari sa Georgia before, yung pulis na nagro-robing doon sa parking area, sinabihan ko ba siya na pusasan mo nga ako for ano lang, picture, photo ops lang. O, pinusasan niya ako, tapos pinicturan kami ng isang kasama niyang body, yung pulis sa patrol. Diba? Friendly yan sila eh. I mean, not friendly, but the way mo sila i-approach yung mga tao na yan, nakikisalamuhan yung mga yan. Pero pag asshole ka na mag-approach sa kanila, meron silang karapatan dahil law enforcement na sila eh. Diba? Ganun lang yung interaction with law enforcement. Huwag kang matakot. I'm gonna go straight sa border dahil hindi ako naka-spend ng 48 hours sa US. Kahapon lang ako pumasok. So walang sigarilyo today, mga chay. Nothing. Pwede kang bumili, mabayad ka ng tax. $60. pala mga Choy, nakalimutan kong sabihin sa mga nandito sa Canada and nandito sa Canada or America, papasok kayo ng America, papasok kayo ng Canada, makikita ninyo meron siyang red light at saka boat, meron siyang boat doon sa officer, and then merong red light at saka green. Kung naka-stop sign kayo, huwag muna kayong umarangkada. Kung nakita ninyo na wala ng sasakyan sa unahan, then papasok agad kayo. No, hintayin nyo mag-green light yung sa harap niya naka ano. Lalo na sa Amerika, napaka-stricto nila. Gusto nila na pupunta ka dun sa boat ay green light siya, hindi yung red. Magsasabihin ka nila na kita mo ba yung red? Yeah, so ibig sabihin stop ka muna, huwag ka munang pupunta sa boat para iabot mo yung mga yung passport mo, mga passport pag marami kayo. Hello, Mom. Good, yourself?
Good. Where do you live, sir?
I live in Winnipeg.
When did you go to the U.S.?
Yesterday.
Where did you go in the U.S.?
I went to Port of Tacoma, Washington.
Okay, did you deliver anything there?
No, I went there empty.
And where are you heading to?
I'm heading to Regina.
Did you buy anything for yourself?
No, just came in yesterday.
Any alcohol or tobacco?
Just this one remaining.
To them?
Have a good weekend. Last trip sa Amerika. Akala ko before, nung sinabi ko na hindi na ako papasok dito, kasi yung expectation ko ay papasok ako sa Illinois, sa south border ng Amerika. Pero yung aking last trip pala ng Amerika ay dito rin sa Kings Gate.